Well, a rare insight this morning into the business dealings of Australasia's richest man, New Zealander Graeme Hart. Documents published on the Irish Stock Exchange detail the massive size and reach of the company, or his company, the Reynolds Group, but also its burgeoning debt levels. Gareth Vaughan from interest.co.nz has been investigating and joins me now. Good morning, Gareth.
Morning.
Just explain to us the Reynolds Group. That might not be a name necessarily familiar to viewers.
Yes, well, obviously, Graeme Hart started buying up international packaging assets about 3 or 4 years ago after he bought Carter Holt in New Zealand, SIG in Switzerland, Alcoa businesses in North America, and a company called Evergreen in North America. Basically, what he's doing is he's consolidating them all under the Reynolds Group Holdings name. He's got about 900 million euros worth of debt listed on the Irish Stock Exchange, so he's had to file a 378-page annual report for them. And he's separately looking to raise another $1.75 billion worth of debt, as well as he brings in the Evergreen Group into Reynolds, which already has SIG and the Alcoa businesses in it.
And massive amounts of debt he's using to do this.
Yeah, he is. So he's raising the $1.75 billion to bring Evergreen and Carter Holt's Whakatane paper mill into the group. So perhaps he's moving to pay back some bank debt. What he's doing is he's issuing bonds, effectively junk bonds. Reynolds' credit rating from both S&P and Moody's is speculative or junk. And the interesting thing is that the state, obviously the stakes are very high here. This is a group that has operations obviously in North America, Europe, but China, Thailand, places like Nepal, even Saudi Arabia. It made something like 79 billion bottle caps last year and 21 billion cardboard sleeves for milk and soup packets, that type of thing. So it's enormous. And he's already got about 3 billion euros worth of debt within Reynolds, so he's going to bring in that 1.75 billion US as well, and about 970 odd million euros worth of that is on floating or variable interest rates. So obviously, if there are interest rate hikes, as some people are tipping, then that will make life a bit tougher.
And there is a warning almost in the report about that. They're upfront about that.
They are indeed. They have warned that if there are interest rate hikes, that obviously that could hit them quite hard. So yeah, I mean, as I say, the stakes are very high here, but they always are with Graeme Hart.
He's got a track record which is pretty impressive.
You wouldn't bet against him.
What do you think is there an overall motivation here? I mean, for the Reynolds Group, I mean, is there any talk that he may be looking to float that, or? Yeah,
absolutely. There's some speculation started to emerge a couple of months ago that he might look to sell or possibly float on a European or North American stock exchange later this year, and he's certainly consolidating things in the manner of a business that will obviously be sold at some point, because after all, he's a private equity operator. That's what he does. He builds up a business and then he looks to sell it for a profit. Yeah, I mean, that's perhaps a little way off yet, and it's interesting. It's the performance of Reynolds Group. It had revenue last year of 2.8 billion euros, but profit of only 11 million, which on the face of it doesn't look very big. But it was a big turnaround from 128 million loss the previous year, so I guess he's moving in the right direction.
And that's his great reputation and skill, isn't it? The ability to take a poor-performing business and turn it around. Absolutely,
and he went into an industry that was quite fragmented, and he's built the second biggest player in that market. So, I mean, the scale of it, I mean, what we were saying yesterday is it's on a similar scale to Fonterra, really, in terms of its global reach, which is and it's run by a handful of people sitting in Rank Group's office down at the Viaduct.
But that's the thing, isn't it? We don't often get much detail on what he's up to.
No, we don't, and I guess that's why it's fascinating to actually get a glimpse under the hood of the Hart Empire.
Gareth Vaughan, thank you very much from interest.co.nz.